Hey there, this is James Coucher from Culinary 233. My chapter was Employee Discipline from the Hospitality Manager's Guide. A lot of people confuse employee discipline with employee punishment, and that's not always a good thing. There are a lot of differences that people need to know. For example, punishment is inflicting pain, which shifts the lesson that you want them to learn, which is what all about discipline is. It shifts that to who is in charge. So while discipline focuses on what you want them to know, actual punishment stops them from learning what you want them to know, and it shifts it to who is in charge rather than what should I do. In order to get further into this, though, we have to actually ask, what is discipline?
What is discipline?
Discipline means to teach. Discipline ensures nurturing and guidance. The actual word discipline comes from the derivative of disciple. Disciple is a follower of a certain teacher or a certain well-known person who has something else to offer. Now, disciples will often follow a teacher and will also follow their master under the assumption and belief that their teacher has something to offer them, and they can act and learn upon this without fear of so-called punishment. So discipline is not equated to punishment. Punishment, on the other hand, is a completely different matter than discipline. Punishment comes from the verb to punish, and that comes from an older Latin word meaning a large problem or a great loss. Now, punishment has unfortunately the same question as discipline, which is, what is punishment?
What is punishment?
Classical psychologist B.F. Skinner classified punishment into one of two categories. That's positive and negative punishment. Punishment, in the negative form, is known as taking something away. In the food service industry, it might be garnishing your wages. It might even be termination. On the positive side of punishment, it might be something like adding something on, such as extra hours to make up something that you did wrong, or anything of the like. In discussing things of punishment and discipline, I do have some quotes from Chef Thomas Meyer. Some of you might know him as the cafeteria chef, and he's agreed to give us a few notes on what he believes on employee discipline and employee punishment.
If it's something on the line, then the best would be to pull that one person aside and instruct them on it. Not saying, no, you did that wrong, but explain to them why exactly they did something wrong. Sometimes you could use a different tone towards an employee to get their attention. There may be times when you have a time constraint or need to get their attention. There are different tones and eye contact that you can use to make sure you get your point across. You do not want to berate employees in front of other people. Even Chef Meyer doesn't agree that discipline and punishment are the same thing. Discipline is always a form of learning, while punishment is just there to show who's in control. Discipline is always meant to show someone that what they're doing isn't right, but it's also there to show them what exactly is. Punishment is just there to show them that they're wrong, and that you're right, end of story. See, discipline always starts at the source. The manager is ultimately responsible for discipline. Not the employee, not the restaurant, but the person who is actually in charge of the employee handbook is. And the employee handbook should always state specific guidelines as to what an employee's discipline should be and what constitutes necessary discipline. Thank you very much for watching my video. I'm James Coucher, and this is my Culinary 233 project.
You're not bothered, are you? It doesn't hurt, does it? Does
No,
nothing
it does. You can't yell, can't cry. All I have to do is I gotta do it.
Oh my God. The Dutch burn! You're cooking in a burnt pan, you Oh my God, leave it, leave it, leave it! Just leave it! You're gonna blow fire in your face, you donkey!
Sorry.
We cook spaghetti to order!
Yes, chef.
Even the dirtiest, scummiest Italian restaurant in Venice Beach cooks spaghetti to order, you donkey.
Yes, chef.
I was wondering what the you're doing. Missy,
Yes, chef.
if you saute scallops in a non-stick pan, they won't stick. That's why it's called fucking non-stick! I don't know what non-stick means in Texas, sweetheart, but fuck me! Come here, you. What are you doing? Just what the are you doing? Every table so far, nothing's coming out. You're standing there, you're screwing me, and you're useless. What are you doing?
Sorry, chef.
Yeah, do me a favour.
Yes, chef.
Take that off and off out of here. Get out! Get out! Get out!
Pick up. 2 chicken. Hey. Let me tell you something. You think for 1 minute you're going to start running this past? You may be a good cook, but you suck as a leader. Yes, chef. If you think you're going to do my job, I'll leave right now. You think you can do it? No, chef. You think you can put up with all this? No, chef. I know you can. Now get the over there and don't ever come up to my pass again and try to take my